Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Untrapped. In this YouTube channel I'm going to be documenting and discussing my psoriasis and documenting in particular my journey on trying to rid of the disease. Psoriasis, which hopefully I attract people with psoriasis to the channel, but psoriasis can be a ugly disease that within my research, I understand that psoriasis is a development of bad toxins within the body that amplifies or comes out of the body via the skin. I developed psoriasis from a young age, around the age of 9 or 10 years old. I remember at school having to showing the psoriasis to my schoolmates, and they're all thinking, what is this? And I remember going to the doctors when I was a young boy, aged 9, about my skin disease. I initially thought it's because I perhaps had been using washing up liquid whilst doing dishes, for example, but that clearly wasn't the case. The doctor at the time had said to me, had asked me, was there anything worrying me? Was there anything bothering me? And there was a lot bothering me then, but I replied that there wasn't. But I did get prescribed a number of treatments, including tar, and lots of other treatments, and I have done throughout my adult life, which I'm sure many of you have as well. And most of the treatments are not very good. I'd rather not have them. Some of them are very sticky. Many are just very ineffective, really. They just gloss over the issue, and my psoriasis has bothered me tremendously throughout my adult life, really. I've had many doctor's visits. I've had many hospital visits as well, and to no success, really. But my psoriasis actually is quite mild to what I've seen online. In fact, it's very mild at the moment, because the UK, particularly London, where I live at the moment, has experienced a heat wave and experienced a really nice summer. It's been very hot. The sun has been shining a lot, and that obviously helps with psoriasis, as many of you will know. So it's very mild. But my psoriasis primarily affects my soles of my feet, my soles of my hands. You may be able to see, perhaps not because of the camera, but it is red and scaly and very, very dry. I've also got it on my joints as well. Joints here, my knees, for example. But it can also flare up anywhere, really. So I've got some of it on my stomach, got some of it on my legs where I've been itching, and during winter in particular I can get huge flare-ups all on my arms as well. It normally starts with an itch that you just have to itch it because it hurts so much, and when you do itch it's because your skin is so delicate, is so prone to the toxins coming out of when toxins come out of me, they primarily come out via my skin. And when I'm itching, that's when psoriasis can develop, and normally does develop. But at the moment, like I say, it's pretty mild. I would like to upload some clearer photos for you to see, so you can see what my psoriasis looks like at the moment, and then I can able to chart my progress as well. But where my psoriasis actually really affects me, emotionally in particular, is my nail psoriasis, which don't really see many examples of this online, actually. Not many people appear to suffer from it, and it's a really ugly aspect of psoriasis, and one that's hard to actually hide away, especially when it's on your fingernails, which mine is. But I'm going to try and show you now, which might not be very effective, but I'm going to show you now with this camera. So as you can see there, where the white bits are, that's actually where it's really, really dry. But the nail is actually really dry all the way up to to the end really. Inside it's just very, very dry and thick as well, so hopefully you can see there as well. And then thumbs are in particular quite thick, as you can see with that one. And it's very embarrassing showing these in public, so the fact I'm putting this online, it's actually a huge deal to me actually. But you can see it's just horrible and ugly, and it's been getting worse as I've been getting older. So I developed nail psoriasis when I initially got psoriasis when I was like 9, and as within time it has actually got worse due to like knocks on the nail, which can exaggerate psoriasis, nail psoriasis as well. But also I weight train a lot, so hold heavy weights, doing dumbbells and holding bars and things like that, and that's probably added to, you know, the difficulty of, you know, the development of nail psoriasis as well. I've also got nail psoriasis on my toes, the nails on my toes there as well, and that's pretty ugly, although I am able to trim it down, and I do trim it down to an extent where you're not able to, most people don't really notice it unless I point it out, but I notice it obviously. And just cutting nails is incredibly painful. It's really hurts. It's not fun at all. And you have to use nail clippers, you have to use files as well. I've bought so many different products to try and trim my nails and make them look more respectable, as is, you know, excess skin on feet and hands as well. I've got, you know, used lots of different ways of getting rid of the skin. But anyway, yeah, like the psoriasis has caused me a lot of emotional stress. In fact, it's probably caused by stress, but then it causes additional stress as well. But it's also probably caused by food as well. And what I'll say in these YouTube videos is perhaps not of scientific fact. It might be things I've read that I believe in or want to experiment with, and things that I, you know, yeah, like I say, want to experiment with, but just don't treat it as though I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the medical profession at all. So what I say here isn't scientific. It's just anecdotal, and what I've read online and seen online. People who've changed their diets have experienced, you know, a cure effectively for the psoriasis. It's gone, and that's what I would like to achieve, especially for my nails and, yeah, for my nails and feet and hands especially. Psoriasis around the rest of my body doesn't really, I'm not that stressed about it, or it doesn't really bother me, and I don't think about it. But where I do think about it is the nails and the hands, because I see it every day and it gets worse there every day as well. Yeah, so as I think about it every day, and it bothers me immensely, I want to get this. I want to try this experiment to see if the stress levels I've got do determine the state of my skin and the state of my nails, and whether that does have an impact. So I'm going to give it a go. And the reason why I'm doing this video, the reason why I'm coming across a new way of defeating psoriasis, if you like, is because I come across this book when I was in the library. It's called, you probably can see it the opposite way around, I'm sorry about that, but it's called Healing Psoriasis by Dr. Pagano, I think that's how you pronounce it. And you can look for it on Amazon and look at the reviews, they're fantastic. I've read the book in its entirety and I've made my own notes. And it's a program where it's an elimination diet basically. But where I'm going to start it today. In fact, I've already started it. So for the first 3 days, I can only eat apples, and I can have a bit of olive oil at the end of the day to drink, and I can only drink water for 3 days. So in the UK it's 9:30 at the moment, and I've already been to the gym, which was fine, despite having no water or coffee or anything like that. So I'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to struggle, I think, for the next couple of days, but I'm going to get through it. I'm doing it. I'm putting this video on YouTube, so I have to do it. Have to be held to account by you guys, hopefully. So yeah, this is my first video. I'm going to put a lot more videos on of my journey. But yeah, today it's just going to be apples and apples to cleanse the system. So the whole point of it is to like clean out the gut in particular. I'm going to be talking more about that as I go along as well. If anyone else has done this diet before, or anyone's interested in doing it, then do let me know, because the more people who've done this diet or looked at diet in particular to rid their eczema or psoriasis or anything that's similar, then please get in touch and encourage me as much as you can. And if anyone's got nail psoriasis in particular, or did have nail psoriasis and now has got rid of it, please get in touch. And those who've got nail psoriasis and want to get rid of it, then hopefully I can be an example to you. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Video's slightly longer than I was expecting, but time goes so quickly when you're recording, but I'll get better at this and I'll be fine tuning it. But that's it for now, so bye bye.